morning, students. Last class we have discussed the term heat of reaction and standard heat of reaction. This class two more terms we will discuss. One is standard heat of formation and the other is standard heat of combustion. So standard heat of formation, which is represented by delta HF. F indicates formation, naught indicates standard. Standard means 25 degrees centigrade and at 1 atmosphere. So enthalpy change for the formation at 25 degrees centigrade. This is the standard heat of formation. Standard heat of formation is defined as the amount of heat absorbed or evolved. Amount of heat absorbed or evolved depending on exothermic or endothermic reaction at 25 degrees centigrade and at 1 atmosphere when 1 mole of compound is formed. This 1 mole of compound is very important. To form only 1 mole it should be. That is any stoichiometric equation which we indicate to say the heat of formation here. It should be 1 mole only. That is very important. So to form 1 mole of compound from its constituent elements, this is another important point. Elements from its constituents elements, that is another important point. So 1 mole of product and it should be formed from its elements, that is C is an element, oxygen is an element. No compound should be there here. Okay, so what are the important points in the stoichiometric equation which we are using to indicate the standard heat of formation? Here only 1 mole of compound should be there and left hand side only elements should be there, no compounds. Okay, so in this type of reaction, that is what is the change in the enthalpy. That means what is the amount of heat absorbed or amount of heat evolved. That is called heat of formation. The standard heat of formation is defined as the amount of heat absorbed or evolved at 25 degrees centigrade and at 1 atmosphere when 1 mole of compound is formed from its constituent elements, each substance being in its normal physical state. That means gas, liquid or solid, it should be mentioned here because enthalpy changes depends on the physical state of the components. So this is the example. C is taken, it's elemental form, that here graphite form is taken and oxygen gaseous form to give CO2. So here only 1 mole is 1 mole of CO2 is forming. To form 1 mole of CO2 from its elements C and O2, this much minus 94 when it is forming 94 kilocalories of heat will be evolved. Okay, so to form 1 mole of CO2 from its constituent elements, 94 kilocalories of heat will be evolved. So because it is evolving, here minus we are writing. That is heat of formation. So whenever you are balancing here, it should be here 1 only, it should be there, and left hand side you can make any balance adjustment. Okay, so and delta HF of element is equal to 0. That is in the future problems, whenever you get the element, the formation, heat of formation will be 0 because it's not forming, it's available in nature. Next, that is standard heat of combustion. Okay, standard we are indicating by this knot, combustion C. Standard heat of combustion delta HC naught. That is what the standard heat of combustion is defined as the amount of heat evolved. Here evolved, that is important here because it is combustion reaction. Heat always evolves, isn't it? When something is reacting with oxygen, some quantity of heat will be evolved always here. So here you can notice the difference in this definition. Here heat absorbed or evolved in the heat of formation. Here no absorbed, only heat evolved because it is a combustion reaction. So the amount of heat evolved at 25 degrees centigrade and at 1 atmospheric pressure when 1 mole of substance is burned. Here 1 mole of substance is formed. Here 1 mole of substance is burned. See here ethanol here plus burning of ethanol, oxygen reacting with oxygen, converting into CO2 and water. Hydrocarbons combustion will be converted to CO2 and water. And here 1 mole only. In this balance you can do balance for any other components, but not here, because the definition itself is explaining us that what is the amount of heat energy that will be evolved to burn 1 mole of that component. Okay, so here always it should be 1 only. It is understood 1. Okay, always it's 1. You can balance any other components. So here delta H 298. 298 is what? Here this is 25 degrees centigrade plus 273 is 298 Kelvin. So this is minus, what does it mean? To burn 1 mole of ethanol, 13,160, when we burn 1 mole of ethanol, 13,166 kilojoules of heat will be evolved. That is the meaning of it. Okay, when we burn 1 mole of ethanol, 13,166 kilojoules of heat will be evolved. Okay, so this is heat of combustion. So these two, understanding of these two terms is very important, because afterwards we will work out what is our final goal here, to calculate heat of reaction when reactants are at some other temperature, products are at some other temperature, like that. That type of chemical industry problems we are going to solve. In order to do those problems, first understanding of these terms is necessary. So once again, what is standard heat of formation? To form 1 mole of a compound from its elements, what amount of energy will be absorbed or will be evolved? That is heat of formation. Heat of formation of element is 0. And standard heat of combustion, see here, standard not. And the standard heat of combustion is defined as to burn 1 mole of any substance. When we burn 1 mole of any substance, what amount of heat energy will be evolved? That is why always minus. That is called heat of combustion. Okay, so heat of combustion is negative here, and very large values of heat of combustion means what? Large values of heat of combustion means large quantity will evolve. So such compounds we can use as fuels. Some 2-3 important points under this we will see here. So substances having large values of delta Hc can be used as fuels, means large amount of heat will be evolved. That is why we will use as fuels. Examples, what hydrogen we can use, and other hydrocarbons, and carbon. Hydrogen is a fuel, and carbon as coal we use as fuel, and hydrocarbons. hydrocarbons. You know hydrocarbons means which contains hydrogen and carbon. That is like example methane. Okay, CH4. So C and hydrogen. So these will have normally will evolve a larger amount of heat energy when they react with oxygen. That is why we use those as fuels. And some other points are and if you observe delta HF naught and delta HC definitions and equations what we have used, we can notice this point. Or special case of delta HR naught. Okay, that means delta HF is also enthalpy change only, isn't it? Delta HC also enthalpy change only between the products and reactants. Delta HR also enthalpy change only. Then what is the difference between this? In this case, product side only that compound will present, only 1 mole of that compound will present. In that case we term it as delta HF. It is nothing but again only for that reaction if we consider is it nothing but heat of reaction only. And here delta HC also like that. That means to burn 1 mole of any substance. When we burn 1 mole of any substance, what amount of heat energy will be evolved? That we write it as delta HC. So for that particular reaction, it is nothing but like delta HR only. So these are the special case of delta HR. And these values are delta HF naught and delta HC naught values for many compounds are available in literature. Okay, if you turn any chemical engineering data book, you will find heat of formation data, heat of combustion data for many compounds, and these values can be used to estimate heat of reaction, because it is not possible to find out, to measure experimentally heat of reaction for every reaction. So for some reactions, for many reactions, we can say it can be estimated from these values. So delta HF naught, afterwards we will be solving problems also. How to calculate delta HR naught from delta HF data. That is one kind of problem. Next, another kind of problem. How to calculate delta HR naught from heat of combustion data. So these can be used to find out heat of reaction. We are going to solve these problems also. So delta HF naught and delta HC naught values data, you can say data can be used to estimate delta HR naught values. Okay, so this is all about standard heat of formation and standard heat of combustion. In next classes we will study about Hess law of constant heat summation and how to find out heat of formation. That is one problem. And then how to find out delta HR naught from delta HF and delta HR naught from delta HC data. Thank you.